Good evening, good people. Guess where I'm at doing my Car Chronicles 29. Me and Choco is in Walmart. So I got a little quickie little story for you, I guess with a lesson. So when I first moved in my place, I had some neighbors that I didn't really like. And only because they would commandeer the whole block with parking. You know, you had his sister, you had her brother, his mother, his mother's father, the whole family would just commandeer the whole park. They would have parties every weekend. And so it was a problem because it's only me in my house. And if somebody was to park that would visit me, they would actually come and park in front of my door. But a lot of times when I had visitors, which was very rare, like some people would come over and stay the night, it would just be the area in front of my house, or people would park actually in my driveway, like when my sister comes or whatever. So we battled and battled and battled. And so we ended up getting along like later in the year. And there was prophecy that came to me that they would move at the end of the year of last year. But that's when the relationship was at its peak of us not getting along. Like, they would steal my combs. They would let their dog leave landmines all over the property without even cleaning it up. Sometimes their trash was just all over the place. Thank God there's not a homeowners association, you know. And for those out there who are buying a house, don't deter from a community that has homeowners association, because that basically puts a lot of things in alignment. Like, your neighborhood has to be clean. And even though sometimes you don't want people to tell you what to do with your house, like if you want to paint your garage and checks, or if you want to have a motorcycle on your porch like me, homeowners association would actually organize and have meetings, and you would pay dues to tell you whether or not you could or not. And so right before I moved in, they didn't have homeowners association. They canceled it, and it was like $2 a month, if that. But anyhow, so homeowners association would control the parking. But anyway, back to the prophecy. So I prophesied that they would be moving at the end of the year of last year, which was 2021. But instead, they're moving this year. I didn't think that they would move, but that was the prophecy. It was that bad. The Lord told me, don't worry, they're moving. And here we are in February, not even 6 months later, they're moving. They're going to Florida with her mother to have sunny weather. Some people like cold weather like me. I'm a northerner, you all know. Hopefully once this goes public, you all will know how many times I said I was from Jersey and I love cold weather, how many times I'm in the parking lot of Walmart, how many times must I say I'm a Virgo, whatever, how many times must I say I'm waiting on my Boaz. But anyhow, I say all this to say that because I am anal about like the community, I know all my neighbors. I shovel, I take garbage and move garbage, and, you know, pick up, you know, little bottles and stuff like that. I started moving their garbage can. And so unbeknownst to me, that they had like a little camera that they can actually see. So they started seeing me move their garbage can and put it back in place on the side of the house. So they started doing mine, and then I started doing the neighbors down the street. So it started to grow where, you know, everybody in the community would do things for each other. And I started that. I started shoveling snow. We have a neighbor on the other side who is Latin, him and his wife. And they would come down and help me shovel snow, and then skip the neighbor between us. And I said, no, Poppy, get him too. And then he would do him. And so, you know, that's the whole thing. And so now they're moving, and I'm at Walmart to get like a little card or something for them on their journey with their children and everything. And so it's a little bittersweet because I'm so used to their family parking in the space. But the good thing about it is that when I met her mother, she's saying that they're kind of transitioning the daughter out, and the brother's going to move in, and she wants me to keep an eye on the brother. So, and the brother is about the age of my twin boys. So, that's a good thing. So, but yesterday, while they were moving and doing all these things, they had a guy and his crew, I guess they were carpet layers or carpenters or whatever, come and they were consuming the whole block, because they have a pod, and then they have a moving truck, and then they have like cars, and then they got people helping them or whatever. So this guy parks his burgundy van in front of my home and commenced to open the door and dump his trash in front of the house. And I took a picture of it because I am who I am. And I was just going to wait, because I said, well, maybe he got out the car and it just fell out of his lap and it's just on the side, on the side of the street or whatever. But he had saw me earlier, and I don't want to be that person to say, oh, he probably sees this black lady and he doesn't have any respect for black people because he looked like that type. But I cannot be the person that would pass off something like that to people who I don't know. I just would say he looked the type. He looked like he was from West Virginia, like, let's get her done, make MAGA, make America great again. He looked like one of those. And so today was garbage day. So I normally take my garbage out. So I got my can and I went downstairs because I started to feel that Virgo rising. And I walked over to his van and I bent down and I picked up his trash and I said, excuse me, but you threw this out in front of the house. Do you want it? So he took it and said, oh, I'm very sorry. But it was very snarky. And so I said, oh, that's okay. I said, do you want me to throw it in the garbage? So he said, no, I'll keep it in the van. I said, okay. Just to let him know, don't try it. Don't play me. Because one thing about me, at the age of 55, excuse the noise, but one thing about me, this is the worst thing somebody could do for me. I don't quit. I know Choco's looking at me like I'm crazy, but I've always wanted one of these, and I finally got one. And so I say all that to say is, don't try me. Let me put this thing up. But get you one of these if you want to get your point across. However, I say all that to say that meeting those neighbors was a good thing. And it taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about being, human and neighborly. I've always been neighborly. That's never been a problem. But, when people come and try you, you have to have a balance between saying, I have to live here with these people, or I can call the cops and be nasty and we can be the Hat Rocks and the McCoys. But I like to live in peace and harmony. And so I have a lot of stuff going on in my house. I would rather just be in my house and deal with the things that I have in my house instead of worrying about the neighbors on the outside. And so it's going to be bittersweet to see them leave after all of that, because it's like you get used to people. You're mean at first and you don't always get along, but then at the end, you finally do get along. And I'm about to go in here and get them like a little travel card, because I know the Lord is going to bless me. Right, Choco? The Lord is going to bless us. And, it was just something that laid heavy on my spirit. In spite of all the things that happen, it doesn't matter with people who respect you or don't respect you. You just got to keep your cool, keep your head going, and, just do the right thing. Not everything is a rah-rah moment, even though, you know, I can be a little high-strung and go off and stuff, but I just feel like, you know, between the people that was going in and out of their house, dropping trash and stuff like that, you know, I felt it rising. I said, oh, let me go out here so I can get it together. And then when I got out there and I had my camera just in case something kick off with these MAGA people, and I picked the stuff up in front and gave it to him, and he took it, I thought he was going to give me a problem. Just like I thought when I talked to these neighbors over and over again about invading my space, my parking and everything, was going to give me a problem. But you know what? Cool heads and level heads prevail. And now I'm in a good mood. I'm about to go into Walmart with Choco. I have some dog food to get. I'm always running out of dog food. Get a gift card, get some things, so they will be on their way. They can't leave no sooner than today. Right, Choco? But anyway, I just wanted to say peace to you all. I'm going to try to get on and do some more Car Chronicles sooner and more frequent than not. But just want to say peace and have a blessed day. Remember, cool and level heads prevail. No reason to get all rah-rah. I mean, there's reasons to get rah-rah. Like, you know, we have our days. Like, last week was really a bad week. I spazzed and kirked out on everybody. Like, my mom, my dad, you know, people that just called me and, you know. But now, smooth sailing. But that was Car Chronicles 29. Guess what? I'm heading to Car Chronicles 30. Can you believe that? I've done 30 videos, and I don't really have that many, like, views or likes. I'm just hoping this catch on, you know. But anyway, you have a wonderful evening. See you on the other side of 29.